Yes guys, welcome back to another video. As you can see in today's video, the background has slightly changed. We're no longer in Koh Samui, Thailand. Right, the weather there was absolutely terrible, so I had to get out of there ASAP. We've changed locations and we've actually gone to Bangkok, Thailand now, so a little bit of a change in scenery. So I'm here for around a month and then I'm looking to go to America, all right, visit all of the states. So Texas, LA, California, Miami, literally every single state that there is, I'm looking to visit. So please comment your suggestions and states down below and I'll make sure to come to those states and visit you guys, all right? But anyways, let's get straight into the video, all right? So in today's video, we're gonna be doing a full backtesting session. So literally every single trade that we took last week with the VIP singles group, we're gonna be breaking them trades down. We barely took any losses last week, which was very, very good. All right, I think we took around 1 or 2 losses there, very, very small losses. So anyways, we're gonna be breaking these trades down, explaining why I took these trades, so you guys can also understand my thought process and technical analysis behind the trade. All right, so let's jump straight into the video. Okay, cool. So starting off Monday, this is what it would look like if you were to be inside of our group. All right, so every single morning I send in a chart of NASDAQ or NQ futures and I show you the liquidity levels that I'm monitoring for that day, all right? Then a bit later on, a Zoom meeting is sent into the chat, okay? A link is sent into the chat every single morning. You can access the live streams and watch me live, of course, copy my exact trades and analysis. So anyways, the group gets alerted, all right? We take a short trade that ended up running for 50 points, all right? So let's break this trade down. So I always like to start on the 15-minute time frame, all right, for the majority of my analysis. Now, this doesn't mean to not have your high time frame levels. Of course, mark out your 4-hour order blocks, breaker blocks, fair value gaps, and your daily levels. But when it comes to intraday trading, you want the majority of your analysis on the 15-minute time frame, okay? You want to be trading with the higher time frame, such as the 4-hour and the daily trend, okay? So whatever the order flow is on that higher time frame, you want to trade with it. Analysis should be on the 15-minute. You can enter off a 1-minute or a 5-minute time frame, if that makes sense. Anyway, starting off, as you can see, we have London highs. We have some internal sell-side liquidity down here. And then we also have some data lows here, or external sell-side liquidity. So at the time, going into the morning, I wanted price to rally up, okay, into a premium and tap into this 15-minute fair value gap, which is paired with a mitigation block. However, this did not happen and we got a shallow run just above minor buy-side liquidity. So I'll play it for you guys now. Boom, there you go. Minor buy-side liquidity had been swept at 9.50. All right, so we're entering that 9.45 to 10.15 macro. Literally 99% of my trades, so the majority of my trades that are done inside the VIP singles group, they're taken inside of this macro. So as you can see, sweep of liquidity, buy side got swept. Now we're looking for a displacement lower. Right, we're anticipating a sharp displacement in the opposing direction. Let's see if we get that. Yes, we do, okay. So we actually break below this short-term low here. So now this is a mitigation block, okay, because price failed to take up this high, all right? So this is the failure swing. And then we got displacement below this down close candle here. And that lowest down close candle is gonna be your mitigation block, okay? So the more P to raise you have in one area, the higher probability the trade's gonna be. Now, I decided to take my entry off of this FEG, stop loss just above the swing high, and then target the opposing liquidity. Very, very simple. So let's see if we get entered in. Boom, there you go. We get tapped in for that short entry. And there you have it, all right? Sell side gets swept, TP gets smashed. Very, very simple trade. As you can see, Monday was not the cleanest price action, very, very choppy. However, it did still get to our target and we smashed TPs. So this trade right here was actually a very, very simple 2022 ICT mentorship model. Very, very simple silver bullet trade, okay? Happened between the hours of 10 to 11 a.m. New York time. You get sweep of liquidity, market structure shift, break below a short-term low, fair value gap, okay? You enter off the fair value gap, stop loss above the swing high, target the opposing liquidity, which is sell side, boom, TP gets smashed. Very, very simple. Anyways, let's move on to Tuesday trading day. Okay, so on Tuesday, we actually took another short trade. As you can see here, we secured ourselves 42.25 points. So let's actually break this trade down and see why we took this trade in the first place. So straight away, as you can see here, we have some internal. When I say internal, I mean inside of the range. So clearly we have a very, very big price range here and price is inside of this range, okay? This high and this low, these are our external levels. So meaning outside of the range. Anything inside is internal. So for example here, this buy side liquidity level would be considered internal. However, it could also be considered external. All right, if you're trading just this most recent price range, these two could be your external levels and this could be your internal level. So it really depends how you trade, guys. But that's a brief idea on that concept. And we have this 15-minute fair value gap here, which is in a premium of this range. So it's above buy side liquidity and it's in a deep premium of this most recent price range. Okay, so that's the one you want to mark out. Now let's jump into the lower time frame. All right, so going into the morning, I was looking for some sort of reaction off of this FVG. Now fair value gaps can actually act as buy side liquidity, all right, because we have a lot of buy stops resting above in these areas. Therefore, you don't actually need to see a sweep of liquidity. You can see a tap into a fair value gap like this, and then the rest of your model play out, which is market structure shift, fair value gap, etc., whatever your model is. So I was waiting for a reaction of this gap, and as you can see here, we started to show bearish reaction. We had a 1 minute bullish here and another 1 minute bullish fair value gap here. Now, since there was no structure below us that we could break through to use as a market structure shift, I decided to use a more advanced technique, okay, which is actually not waiting for the market structure shift, and you can enter straight away off the inverse fair value gap. So let's see if we get a strong closure, okay, actual displacement below these two FEGs, which would make it valid to enter short. All right, boom, very clear displacement, and this is a more advanced market structure shift technique. So I decided to enter short straight away as soon as that candle closed. All right, and I put my stop just above the candle's high, okay, risking around 20 handles, and then target the opposing liquidity, which is this sell side level down here. All right, so let's see how this plays out. All right, and we actually took 50% of our position down here since there was a 5-minute order block resting at this level, and price started to show signs of slowing down. I decided to alert the group and close 50% off that position and start to trail my stops, okay, just in case we didn't reach this level. All right, and then we actually trailed our stops just above this candle's high here, above this fair value gap, and we got stopped out in a profit. So overall, very decent trade and very good start to the week. So anyways, guys, let's jump into Wednesday's trading day. All right, so as you can see, Wednesday, we actually took another short trade. All right, the majority of our trades are literally shorts. That's the majority where we make our money from, but we do also take longs and we do also make money from that. However, I would say around 80% of our trades are mostly short trades because I am a reverse trader. Okay, I'm not a trend trader where I trade with the trend. I usually catch reversals. So once we sweep buy side for etc. and we displace lower, I'm taking advantage of that short opportunity. All right, so once again, very simple, guys. As you can see, this high here, okay, very obvious buy side liquidity. What is buy side liquidity? It's literally just a swing high. Once again, very obvious sell side liquidity level down there. So we've swept that buy side level there. Okay, there's no more reason to be targeting longs and going long. You want to look for the opposite. Look for a displacement in the opposing direction, and you'll be entering shorts. So let's jump into the smaller time frame and see if we can capitalize off this opportunity here. We're looking for a displacement lower. All right. Okay, so we've run up a lot and we still haven't displaced. Okay, so I'm just looking at Telegram chats now, and I think we actually waited for the second macro because there was no trades inside that first one. So let me just skip forward to the second one. Okay, here it is, guys. So as you can see here, all right, we have finally displaced lower, and this is a unicorn model. All right, this is like the main model that I trade inside the VIP singles room. As you can see here, this high gets taken on the next leg up. So we have a high, a low, higher high, taking that high. So taking buy stops, taking any traders that are trying to go short here, they're taking them out. Then we get that final lower low, displacing through this low here and creating FEG where we can enter off. All right, so this is our breaker block here, the lowest down close candle, and this is our FEG right here. All right, so we have two PD arrays in one area. I decide to enter short off the fair value gap, stop loss just above the swing high, risking around 15 handles. So the risk to reward here was a 1 to 2, made very good sense to me. Now I was targeting 50% of this very big range, right? But my first TP and partial was at this low here, which was actually a bullish 15-minute fair value gap. Now order flow was very bearish on this day. Okay, I didn't want to take longs because there was literally no more buy side to target, and I was looking for a reversal since I am a reverse trader. Okay, so this was a very risky trade because you're trading against order flow. However, I decided to take that risk. It made sense to my risk to reward, and I decided to target at least that 15-minute bullish fair value gap where I would expect price to draw back to minimum. Okay, price just can't go up. It needs to have some sort of retracement. So I thought, let me catch this retracement. If we get stopped out after taking partials, so be it. That's fine. We've made profit on that day. So let's see how this trade would play out. All right, and there you go. We nearly got stopped out there, but price ended up running in our direction. First TP hit for 30 points, and then I decided to trail my stop just above this up close candle here Okay, so being very, very aggressive with my trail. And as you can see, there you go, we get stopped out and price ends up running all the way back to the highs. But yeah, very simple trade breakdown. Now, Thursday, we actually took a 7-handle loss. However, okay, our stops were a little bit too tight and price actually ended up running in our direction anyway. So we got the direction correct. Okay, this would have been literally 4 out of 4 trades this week. However, we lost that little win streak and we got stopped out for 7 handles. Okay, very, very minor loss. Now, if you took all of them 4 trades this week, you'd be up very, very big profit. So the 7-handle loss literally wouldn't even bother you. And price actually ended up hitting TP anyway. So it is what it is. That would have literally been our 8th win in a row. We were on a 7-trade win streak and that stupid loss broke our win streak, unfortunately, but it is what it is. We took a 7-handle loss there. All good. Okay, and then we actually ended up trading the PM session because both the macros weren't that good. We took a short trade and we ended up smashing TP for around 21.5 handles. So leaning towards more of the smaller wins. Our wins are usually way more than that, but we took what the market gave us and we ended that day in a profit. Okay, and now Friday wasn't the best of our days. We took 2 trades, 1 short trade, got stopped out for 10 handles. We waited for the second macro and we took a long trade, which ended up getting stopped out for 20 handles. So total loss on that day was around 30 handles. Okay, in my opinion, very, very good week. Okay, and minor losses. So literally Friday was the only losing day that we had. Now, as you can see here, I like to do a weekly trade breakdown every single week, showcasing you our wins and losses, okay, the total weekly gain of handles for that week, so we can see how the members inside the VIP group are performing. So as you can see here, Monday, 1W, 50 handles, Tuesday, 1W, 42.25 handles, Wednesday, 1W, 44 handles, Thursday, 1L, 1W, plus 14.5 handles, and then Friday, of course, 2 Ls minus 30 handles. So that's a total weekly gain of 120.75 handles. Very, very good week. But yeah, guys, that is going to be it for this week's YouTube video. All right, please leave suggestions in the comments of what type of video you want to see next. I was thinking of answering your guys' questions on a YouTube video, all right, instead of the more chart style and educational content. We could sit down, have a chat, and I'll answer your guys' questions. Hope you guys enjoyed. All right, if you are serious and you are interested, go check out the links in the description, all right, for the VIP singles group and go secure a spot right now for only $50 a month. Okay, we have over 250 members inside the group right now, and every single one of them is getting funded, getting payouts, smashing take profits. They're absolutely killing it this week. But yeah, other than that, guys, please leave a like, leave a comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you lot in the next one.